everybody. My name is Mitchell Lake, and I want to start by thanking everyone for coming to my presentation today. So, you wake up in the morning, you check the calendar, April 22nd. Does anyone know what's special about this day? No? Alright. Well, it's Earth Day. And according to Earth Day Network, it began in 1970, and it's celebrated in over 193 countries around the world. So my topic that I'll be talking about today is that the Earth is alive. And the definition of alive is to be alert and active. So I'll be talking to you today about how the Earth is alive and active as it relates to the four foundations in here at Mount Union. First, to start with the history of Earth. James Hutton, he's the father of geology, and he described Earth as a superorganism. Then James Lovelock is a scientist in England, and he had the opportunity to have his dream come true working with NASA. He had to look at the atmosphere with Venus, Earth, and Mars. And when he looked at the atmosphere, he realized that they're dominated by gases, but the Earth has methane, hydrocarbon, and oxygen. And our atmosphere is so reactive and has stayed the same for many years. And the gases come from us as humans, and it regulates our atmosphere so it can survive, and that there's no doubt that the Earth is alive. Alright, so with the natural science, I want to talk about the magnetosphere. So space weather will come towards the Earth, and a giant magnetic bubble around the Earth that's called the magnetosphere. It helps keep the weather at bay, so the magnetosphere in the Earth protects itself pretty much. It's a pool of dense particles that circles the Earth and extends out to defend itself by punching the space weather. I found that pretty interesting. And on March 6, 2014, an issue of Science Express, Brian Walsh is a space scientist for NASA's Flight Center in Maryland. And on January 17, 2013, there was a solar storm caused by a cloud erupting from the sun. It impacted the Earth's magnetosphere for several hours, and when the weather was coming in, they had a spacecraft in the magnetosphere that they caught for probably 45 minutes. They witnessed the Earth defending itself from the space weather. Alright, so this is where it gets pretty crazy when I was researching. This is what the Earth looked like a long time ago. And there's a theory that the Earth is growing. Has anyone ever heard about this? Continents are up to 2 billion years old, and when the Earth was like this, there was no oceans, just very shallow seas, and the continents obviously were all touching. So if you look at this map here, this is how the ocean floor, well, the Navy took samples of the ocean floor to find that nothing is older than 70 million years old. So there's a little bit of a theory that the Earth has been growing, as you can see here. There's also, like, the tree, oh man, I hate it. There are trees in the top part of Asia and North America as well, and they're the same exact trees, so they think that the trees evolved there before the continents separated. With the social sciences, there's a niche construction theory that says we as humans have changed the environment by the way we live. Like, animals have become extinct or close to extinction because humans hunt for food, and we also clear vegetation by creating buildings, roads, and also farmland. This supports that the Earth is alive because it describes how the Earth is still changing with us as we change as humans. Alright, so for the humanities, there's a religion called World Pantheism, and it's probably the most clear Earth-focused religion, and they follow in the Gaia theory. If anyone knows anything about Greek mythology, the first Greek goddess was Gaia, and she's also known as Mother Earth or Mother Nature, and she created herself out of chaos, and she gave birth to life. Mother Nature is always working to achieve and maintain harmony and balance within the environment. And Mother Nature supports all life on this planet, and ultimately, all the life and health depends on her, and Mother Nature is a healing goddess. They say that all we need to do to regain our health is to live within her laws. If you violate her laws, the price that you pay is suffering or disease. So the Gaia theory was created in the 1960s by James Lovelock, who was the British scientist. He formulated the hypothesis and states that all life and all living things on this planet are part of a single entity, and that Mother Gaia makes our planet capable of supporting life, while our neighbors in the solar system are lifeless. Liz Bentley wrote an article saying the Earth is much like our own bodies, and the inner workings of Gaia are viewed as the oceans and rivers are the Earth's blood, the atmosphere are the Earth's lungs, the land is the bones, and the living organisms are Earth's senses. The Earth has somehow regulated its own temperature when life began on our planet 4 billion years ago, and according to Mother Earth News, the sun was 30% cooler than it is today. Yet from then until now, the temperature on the Earth's surface remains in critical life supporting range, and the Earth itself keeps it at a constant temperature, just like our own bodies do. Lovelock states that if any variable is strayed outside of the range of length for a certain length of time, that all life on Earth would have been annihilated by now. So temperature and a reactive atmosphere are just two factors that keep the Earth in balance. For the art, when I searched, the very first thing I searched when I got this assignment was "The Earth is Alive" in Google, and this is what came up. So I want to show you this video, and I hope it works. I don't know. I tried to embed it in like you wanted. It won't work. Double click. No. Okay. It's really big. You have the link right there, though, right?
We come to the earth, which well grew to get here, the way it is.
The earth is alive, and we gotta take care of it. If we want it to thrive, then we gotta take care of it. Cause if I do my part, and you do your part, every little bit adds up. Cause if I do my part, and you do your part, we can clean this whole world up. The earth is alive, and it's floating out in outer space. Whoa, everybody's in the human race, bro. We should take care of our place, so we're not gonna let it go to waste. Oh, we're on the clean green team. Every day is Earth Day, so it's routine. Plant a seed, grow a tree, and repeat again. It's how we breathe, cause the forest makes our oxygen. Fill your lungs and look around, from the sky to the sea to the solid ground. It doesn't matter where we're from, we're on common ground. That's why we're starting now. The earth is alive, and we gotta take care of it. If we want it to thrive, then we gotta take care of it. Cause if I do my part, and you do your part, every little bit adds up. Cause if I do my part, and you do your part, we can clean this whole world up. The earth is alive, and I vow to keep it that way. I'll take the first step, you meet me halfway. This planet is our only home, so everywhere we roam, we gotta make it known. Make it known. The earth is alive.
that was the very first thing that came up when I looked, when I Googled the Earth is alive, and that is my presentation for you today, and these are my references.